Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we are going to be looking at Gran Turismo 7 on the Nordschleife running 120 FPS versus running at 60 FPS. We are going to start with so this one here will be on the left for the 120 FPS mode, and then the right will have the 60 FPS mode. I'm going to try to do my driving the same. So what we're looking at on the 120 FPS mode is at 1080p. I should have probably picked a better car or a different car. We're looking at essentially 1080p with upscaling to try to bring it back to at least some sort of a difference. I am running this on my 1440p monitor right now, so we are at least getting, you know, it doesn't look too bad right here, but you'll see the difference side by side. I hope you'll be able to see the difference side by side. Normally I don't talk during these, but this is one of those ones where I want to be able to stress the fact that the 120 FPS is definitely worth the lowering of the resolution, guys. This is one of those things right here where like frame rate definitely matters. I've been playing, you know, some racing games on the PC pretty often, so I wanted to be able to get this. I'm still gunning for a 120 FPS mode over on Assetto Corsa Competizione for consoles. Even if it's 1080p, I feel like we would have a better time. It definitely matters on racing games. The controls feel more responsive. It just feels better. It's a much better experience. Now I am doing this in chase cam just so that you can see the difference of, you know, between the 1080p and the 4K image. I probably could have done a shorter track, but I wanted to do Nordschleife because this is the biggest track in the game. So if it is dynamic resolution, you'll be able to definitely see that more on this. This will probably be the one that would take the resolution hit the most, just because it's a bigger track or whatever. But it shouldn't really technically matter too much, but at the same time, it's one of those things that, you know, kind of happens. I don't feel like this patch did anything with the handling or the physics or anything like that. It still feels pretty. Should have probably just picked a slower car, but if I pick these faster cars, then I can get through the the Nordschleife a little quicker. I love this track, man. I love putting laps down here. I love learning this track. The more you drive it, the better you get, the faster you get at it. Oh my gosh, come on, man. I'll try to do that same thing with that one. I am using a controller right now, so it definitely adds to the frustration of driving. Like, this feels a lot smoother, to tell you the truth. Like, it almost feels like it slows down the image. What you'll be seeing on the screen will just be the 60 frames a second on both of them. But what you're seeing is 60 frames a second on both of them, because you can't really upload 120 FPS content to YouTube. So you'll definitely be seeing that. I don't think this is a bad cut, guys. Like, I feel like this is pretty solid. I feel like you're getting a much better experience. And I did try this on the wheel setup. Wow, it does feel better. In the VR mode, it definitely helps a little bit with the with stability or whatever. You don't see as many tracers or whatever, but it doesn't effectively run at 120 FPS on the headset, though. It's still 60 running on a 120 FPS screen, which is essentially just giving you low frame rate compensation or whatever, or duplicate frames. So you'll see like the double vision if you turn sharp and stuff like that. So it's one of those things. It's kind of a trade-off. At least it still feels good, and it doesn't make most people sick. I'm a terrible driver with a controller, man. I'm not good at this on a controller. I mean, if it wasn't for this dual edge this dual sense edge, man, oh my gosh. I don't even think I'd be playing this on the controller right now. So I bought that Fanatec DD Pro for this game so that I could play it with the VRR. But it's kind of hard to make this type of a video where you're doing like where you're doing the car. So I don't remember how many seconds I did with that. But we will try to start the video the same way. Oh man. Yeah, I normally don't talk. This is like the section that everybody struggles with back through here because it's a lot harder to learn this section if you're always stopping, you know. You don't finish the whole lap. I used to struggle on the Nordschleife a lot. I used to not really like to come here and race too much. It used to be a struggle bus, man. But once you learn, you know, some of these turns and stuff, it gets so much more. It gets so much better to drive here. But I've never really been that great on a PlayStation controller for driving. I seriously, all the way up till GT Sport, I would use the I would use the D-pad for steering. That was my go-to for that. So here we go, man. Like this here is the straightaway. I'll try to end it right after the lap so that we can try to get the video footage as close as possible. I hope it does. I know I just ramble on. I don't script these things, man, so I'm sorry. But this should be enough to show you the difference of what it's getting. So gotta be all touchy with this. I don't drive in chase cam that often anymore either, so it kind of feels a little bit weird for me. So all right, man, if you guys like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.